It boys, we are in the building. Can't lie.
Wow, no song.
No song, bro. We're tired.
No song, man. I can't lie to you. I don't have the energy. I don't have the motivation to do any of that pandering today. But you guys already know what time it is. It boys in the building. You know, when you see the three of us, you know there's going to be problems. You know there's Wahala on the mountains. But, you know, it's your boy Delboy with my amazing, esteemed co-hosts. Got Young Wolf, Young Sasuke in the building, a.k.a. Jem XT. You know, the newest professional wrestler to touch North London. Feel me?
Man, really say Jem XT? Nah.
Bro,
I saw that tweet.
I saw a couple people tweeting. I was thinking, Jem XT, you know. But we'll get into that later on.
Yeah.
We've got other co-hosts. You know, you might see him in CWH. Might know him as Tamora. Might know him as who else? Tyson Ola. Might know him on the Wrestling's podcast.
Yeah.
You might see him in Shoreditch with your bitch. This is Indy Takers. I don't give a fuck about censorship. I don't give a toss.
No holds barred.
I don't give a fuck. If they want censorship, they better kick me off the podcast. that's what it is, man. And you know, you might see him in Loading Bar Lips in the millions. Millions of women at Basement Grooves. Basement Grooves 26th of May, bank holiday weekend. Make sure you guys grab your tickets. It's bound to be another sellout. Yeah, man, it's going to be another good weekend, man. But before we get to them shenanigans, Mandem, it is Mental Health Awareness Month. I just want to ask you guys, how are you guys doing?
All right, man. Could be better, but we're all right. Pushing on. How about you lot? That's
the way I can react. That's the only way I can react. Like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm managing. That's what it is. Like, I'm just like, it could be worse, but it could be way better.
I hear it.
God will provide, man. God will provide.
That's what we have to say, man.
The last time we did some sort of like anything to do with Indy Takers, we were at Progress, one bump or two. We were meant to do some sort of review sometime after. We didn't actually get the chance to. So I mean, we can quickly speak on one bump or two. How did you guys find the show? That was Jem. Was that your first Progress show?
Yeah, first Progress show.
How was it visiting your first Progress show?
Yeah, it's cool, man. Like, vibes were what I expected. Thought like some of the matches were really cool, especially some of the tag matches that took place. They really stood out. The main event match was really good. The way they did the angle with Lycos injuring his shoulder. Yeah. And then obviously we got that promo at the end was what's his name? Haskins?
Mark Haskins, yeah.
Yeah, that promo at the end was really, really, really good. It kind of at the end, I think we were all just like, yeah, we're quite invested into, you know, we wanted to see where this story was going. But yeah, for the first show, it was good, man. Enjoyed myself.
Ola, how did you find the show?
Yeah, it was a proper good show, man. I'm the same as Jem. Like, the vibe was there. Ending segment was amazing. Obviously, it left you wanting more, and yeah, like I think they've got Super Strong Style 16.
Yes, Super Strong Style 16. 2 weeks time.
We have to be there.
Yeah,
we have to be there.
We'll definitely be there for day 2. Day 1, obviously, unfortunately, coincides with Basement Mania 7. So, unfortunately, a few of the Mandem have stories to finish. A few of the Mandem have new feuds to start. Some man are even going to be debuting, or they're going to be, you know, doing gut check with, you know, debuting talent, you know, doing wrestling's tough enough. See who's cut out to be, who's going to be the new main eventer. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, no, Progress was a vibe. Big up Progress for inviting us to come down. It was real fun.
Mhm.
It was amazing to see Homicide.
Yeah,
Honestly, it was amazing to see Homicide. And even just to chop it up with Paul Robinson as well, we ended up getting an interview with him for the vlog. So make sure you guys go and check that out. Yeah, I'm just intrigued to kind of see where a lot of these stories continue going on. We saw the return of Malik. We saw Sunshine Machine versus LA Taylor and Sky Smithson. That was an incredible match.
I think that might be match of the night from that card.
Yeah, for me, that was my favorite match. Honestly, that was really Yoichi and the other dude. I can't remember his name. That was an incredible match.
That guy.
That match was ridiculous. Yeah, top to bottom, like it was just a very, very fun show. One of the quieter shows that Progress have done, but I think there might have been football on that weekend.
there was, yeah. I think FA Cup.
But nevertheless, a very, 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 very good show. Let's even quickly touch on Strong Star 16. That's going to be happening in a few weeks' time. The 16 competitors that are going to be taking part are Shelton Benjamin.
Dope.
Have to see him.
Have to see that, bro.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin, Leon Slater, and Aigle Blanc. He's a French wrestler, French luchador. He's amazing. Man like Derice. Mike Santana, formerly of Proud and Powerful. Or LAX.
This one got me.
Connor Mills, Simon Miller, Ricky Knight Jr., Tate Mayfairs, Casey Navarro, Eddie Dennis, TK Cooper of the Sunshine Machine, Gene Money, Kid Like Us 2, Luke Jacobs, and Mike D. And other matches that are confirmed for that weekend, we have Kid Like Us versus Mark Haskins, like we initially spoke about. We've got the Progress Women's World Championship that's going to be defended in a ladder match. I don't know if you might remember that segment with Nina Samuels. That was a good segment. It's going to be Riho defending it against Lizzie Evo, Kanji, and Nina Samuels. And we have an Atlas Championship match with Yoichi versus one half of the Progress Tag Team Champions, Axel Tisha. It was sick to see Damo and Axel do their WWE Sanity intros. Well, that was
yeah, bro. And they got away with it obviously through like different instruments and whatnot, but it sounds literally almost the same, which is cold.
Yeah.
But shout out to the investor for Progress, because you lot went in. I can't lie, I don't know how you booked all that talent. Yeah, it's none of my business, but that card is insane.
It's ridiculous.
If you man were to pick someone to potentially win, who do you man see winning? Okay, I'll ask this in two parts. Who would you want to see win? Oh, Jesus is Lord, what is going on? What the fuck is going on?
What is that?
What is going on? That is annoying. Anyways, who would you guys want to see win? You're stupid. Who would you guys want to see win?
Yeah.
And who do you want to see win? No, who do you guys want to see win? And who do you think is going to win?
I'd like to see Tate win.
Yeah.
Who do I think's going to win? Ricky Knight.
That's a shot.
I'd like to see Tate win, but this year seems like it's the year of Luke Jacobs.
That is a shot.
Can I ask a question? Really, I don't know too much about. Sorry to cut you off. I don't know too much about Progress, like in terms of what happens after this. But do you get world title if you win this, or is it world title shot?
World title shot.
Yeah, that's Ricky.
Because even elsewhere in other promotions, didn't he win the what's the battle royale that he won at Repro?
Oh, the Revolution Rumble.
Yeah.
I think he won it maybe like 2 years ago. He won that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So he ended up beating ended up winning the world title.
Yeah. I think this year for Luke Jacobs is gonna be incredible.
Oh, as in Luke Jacobs. Sorry, I was thinking of Ricky Knight Jr. I don't think Luke Jacobs won the Revolution. Maybe did he win it this year?
I think he did.
Let's double check.
He did. Because who was in the last two? Was it him and Ricky Knight?
You're right, he did win this year.
Yeah. And his tag partner came back as well, which was nice to see.
Yeah, he had a match with Jordan Said. I was watching a bit of that match. I'm happy for Jordan Said. Big up Jordan Said, man. You know, now he's a Rev Pro contender. So yeah, he's going to be wrestling regularly on there. Yeah, I think Luke Jacobs is definitely a shout.
Yeah.
What about you?
Who I want to see win? I'll probably say Tate Mayfairs. Who do I think is potentially going to win? I'm gonna probably pose this a different way. Maybe Kid like us too. I think maybe Kid like us too. I predicted Kid like us last year, and I don't know how I predicted it. He ended up winning, but I only say Kid like us too, just off the strength of the last match that we saw at Progress, where Kid like us 2 was kind of like doing things on his own in that tag team match. So I don't know if that's now going to be the spurring on of, okay, cool. Not to say that they're going to split like us, Jim, but maybe kind of give like us 2 the confidence to say, you know what, I was able to take on the tag team champions by myself whilst you were injured. Like I can step up. But if not Kid like us 2, I'll probably say Ricky Knight Jr., man. I'll probably say Ricky Knight Jr. He's got it.
Yeah, I was convinced after that
I'd
match.
like to see Conor Mills win it as well.
Yeah, I think Conor Mills is probably my favorite wrestler in the UK. So I would like to see Conor Mills. Maybe story-wise, I'm not too sure. But then again, this could be the means to kind of rejuvenate him and actually get him into that, meaningful story. I know he's killing it in North Prayer at the moment. Yeah, should be really, really interesting. Interesting. I am ready to sleep. Oh my word! I'm ready to sleep. But let's even still continue speaking about the UK. Over the weekend, one of our good buddies finally finished the story with Eddie Kingston. New Japan Strong Resurgence. Gabe Kidd is finally a singles champion in New Japan. Personally, I would have had him beat Shingo as well last week at Dontaku. They didn't pull the trigger. But then I now see the vision of where they're potentially going with that, which I'm fine with. Let's talk about New Japan Resurgence. Who's watched it? How did you find the show?
I have not seen it yet.
I watched parts of it. It seemed like a good show. Obviously, I feel like everybody kind of knew what the result of the main event was going to be.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's more so people are thinking, okay, if these two collide again in the future, which most likely they will Shota, win the title, but obviously we'll get there. So we'll start from the other side of the card, innit?
Yeah. So there was 2 preliminary matches before the show started. There was Matt Vandergriff versus Adrian Quest, decent match. And we had Mustafa Ali versus Leo Rush.
How was that? That's a match that was on my list to watch, and I haven't had the time.
The match was really short, 7 minutes, just about 7 minutes. But they spun it. Yeah, they spun it. They that match was cold, but they've left more meat on the bone. We can see. I'm being mature. I'm being mature.
Yeah, same.
I'm being mature, and I said it on purpose just to see the reaction.
Same.
I said it just to see the reaction. But anyways, they are purposely leaving meat on the bone. Ola, I'm gonna bang your head.
To say it again.
They've left more meat on the bone. I'm gonna fuck meat. You are childish. They've left more meat on the bone purposely because I think New Japan want to do something with this Black Heart character.
Yeah,
they love the spooky characters, isn't it?
You better to present it though.
They want to do something with it, and as soon as I saw the lights, because when the lights went off, in my head I was thinking, wait, is there a technical glitch like that? Basically, on this camera. I thought it was that. But then in my head, I'm thinking they're taking a bit too long to come back to the program. Yeah, this guy, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna put the face paint on, and then all I saw was black coming out of his mouth, Mustafa. But then
What
it's
I
like,
don't want is for them to rinse the character. Or him to rinse the character. I don't want Leo to rinse the character because I feel like it's obviously been a thing, but it's obviously resurfaced again this year. And now everyone's kind of just like, oh my gosh, like this is, you know, amazing, blah, blah, blah. But it's like you don't want to do it too often, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you don't want the novelty to wear off.
Yeah, man. You know,
it's
that's
kind of like Demon Finn. You don't want to see Demon Finn all the time.
That's it. So yeah, hopefully he can kind of protect it a bit more. But yeah.
The only crossroad I'm at with this Black Heart is that okay, cool. Currently Mustafa Ali is undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do face off with each other, and I'm assuming it's going to be for the TNA X Division title. Is this if they do face each other and Leo Rush brings out this Black Heart character?
He has to win.
Is he winning?
I feel like he has to, man.
He has to win. But then again, at the same time,
needs that sort of protection.
And then at the same time, Mustafa Ali is on such a winning streak right now.
It's crazy.
Like, so I'm not sure if it's a thing where it's like, the good thing is that New Japan strong events aren't often.
Yeah.
So their next show is probably not going to be for like another couple of months. Mm-hmm. So then we still have a bit of time to kind of build, unless TNA want to book that match, which I don't think they should. I think they should just leave this to New Japan.
Yeah, facts.
But we'll see. And we had the first match of the actual like live show. We had House of Torture. So Jack Perry returned with Ren Narita and Evil facing Tomohiro Ishii, Rocky Romero, and the DKC. Fun, decent match. West Coast Wrecking Crew versus Tom Lawler and Fred Rosser. Decent match. I'm fucking tired of them. I'll be real. I'm tired of this whole Team Filthy. I'm done with it. Like, I just do not care for it at the moment. And what makes it even worse is that West Coast Wrecking Crew are beefing Tom Lawler in New Japan, but then in DPW they're like best of friends. So then it's like, I don't know. I just feel like
storyline continuity, man.
Yeah, man. I like synergy when it comes to like, you know, if something's happening in one company and these people are working in another company, there should be some sort of alignment with the story. Well, maybe I'm being a bit nitpicky. Then we had Gorillas of Destiny versus TMDK for the Strong Openweight Tag Team Championships. I can't lie to you.
Oh, I can't believe they dropped the belt so soon.
I'm fucking sick.
What the hell?
I'm sick as shit.
I can't believe it. What?
I don't know where it is. I don't know how they just dropped. I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
I couldn't believe. The thing is, I actually like Hikuleo and Phantasma, innit? But this was mad unnecessary.
Unless they're gonna move TMDK to go and win the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles.
If they want to do that, fine. But even then, it's like, I get that these events are spaced out and whatnot, but now I'm asking myself the question of like, what was the point in putting the belts on them in the first place?
Yeah,
I'm assuming just to keep them happy for the time being.
Why would you show me something if I couldn't have it then? Huh? Why? Beats me. Sometimes I don't know what's going on through the head of the bookers, but was my own. Next match we had Stephanie Vaquer versus Alex Windsor. Can't lie. Alex Windsor, I'll be honest. I'll be very, very honest. I liked the presentation of her. Yeah.
But I never really saw the vision. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. Listen, I see the vision. I see the vision.
Fairs.
I think Alex Windsor has all the tools to be a massive star in America. I just think outside of New Japan Strong, she just needs to cement herself around the US and doing US indies or something, even if it's to go and do a DPW, go and do a Beyond, ICW, like even TNA. Bro, even TNA. Yes. If Alex Windsor was to go to TNA,
stocks.
Absolute raps.
Yeah.
Absolute raps. Like that's someone I could say, you know what? Jordan Grace can actually drop the belt to her. Or they could do
that division's low key. Just a bit. That division's a bit right now.
What, the TNA?
Yeah. It's not terrible, but it's just not strong.
No, what it was like
a
year or so ago.
Yeah. Stephanie, what can I say about her, man? That's not being said. Real woman. That's what I can say. Real woman. Next match we had was LIJ, Yota Tsuji, and Tetsuya Naito versus David Finlay and Kenta. LIJ won. Again, another serviceable, decent match. Mm-hmm. Then we had Zack Sabre Jr. versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Again, another serviceable match. I'll be real. Mm-hmm. It's time for Zack Sabre Jr. to go up.
Be around the world heavyweight title. Yeah, we've been saying this.
At this rate, I will not be mad if he's the one that defeats Jon Moxley. I will not be mad.
New Japan elitists will, but actually, I don't even think they will because he's one of theirs. Yeah. He's one of theirs.
But then again, it depends what New Japan elitists you're talking to. If you're talking to the Japanese fans, they're here for a good time. They like Moxley as a champion. If you're talking to the Western wankers, if you're talking to the Western wankers, I'm seeing them say, yeah, Evil should be the one to beat him. But these are the same people that cuss the House of Torture every single week. Evil.
Guys, thank you for listening to Indy Takers. Come on, man.
I'm a House of Torture. I like House of Torture.
No, I'm a scapegoat, but I'm not.
Listen,
I'm not here for torturing people.
I'm a scapegoat. I'm a Shogun. I'm a Ren DMC. I'm not an evil person, so there's that. But I don't see the vision of evil beating. Like, come on. Why would we take 10 steps forward and then take 50 million steps backwards? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. When Evil first won the world title a few years back, I was all for it. I was all for it because for me, I like shock factor and I like new things being implemented. I like being able to say, you know what, we're just putting the championship on this person to see how things go, and this is something a bit different. Yeah. If AY Load, it didn't work.
Yeah,
it didn't work. What House of Torture are doing in Japan at the moment, me as a fan, I don't enjoy it. Like I like even what's it called, Renarita versus Jon Moxley at Dontaku. I'll be real, I struggled with that match. I struggled. I'm genuinely struggling to watch matches where it's literally constant interferences. And it's like, I cuss AEW referees for referee discretion. Japanese referees are the worst. Japanese, all you have to do is tap a Japanese referee on the shoulder and say, look over there. And then you stare for 20 minutes.
We even do this. We even do this.
It is jarring. It's absolutely jarring. So for like, don't get me wrong, a lot of the people that have this view, I respect them as wrestling fans and they're cool people. But I think you guys have lost your marbles.
I don't think you're cool. I think you're lame.
I think you guys have lost your marbles because this is the problem. You are saying you're basically saying, it's like I'm choosing the lesser of the two evils. But bro, what Moxley is doing as world champion, yeah, Moxley has just tied with Sanada and Okada as with the most defenses.
Did he?
Yeah, 4 defenses with this. Well, obviously with this iteration of the world title, not the V4, the V5 belt. Yeah. This is like he's tied with them with 4 defenses.
Fairs.
So, and he's only been champion for maybe a month or two.
Yeah,
We are in for a good time. New Japan
man.
fans, stop crying. I see a lot of you complaining, saying, "Yeah, we have a world champion that is not even full time in the company. He just shows up when he wants to."
Who is even we, bruv?
But the thing is, and do you know what is even worse? They're seeing all these wrestlers have these same complaints. Are they not realizing this is a storyline to go into Forbidden Door? Are they not seeing that the whole company is banding against AEW? The whole company is banding against AEW. All these wrestlers who aren't even like, a lot of these wrestlers are agreeing with each other. They're not even friends. A lot of them are enemies, but at the same time, they're saying like, we've allowed this foreigner, we've allowed this outsider to come into this company and take our world title. This company is not the right. What has this company turned into? This used to be the company where people thought, if we want to be the best, we stay here. Now, Mandem are taking our belts and they're defending it on their fucking show. But
the thing is,
Western New Japan fans are looking at it as they're looking at, bro, they're working themselves into a fucking shoot.
Yeah, of course.
They're not realizing that. Listen, you guys complained about Sonada as world champion, but John Moxley as a world champion, he's adding stock that hasn't been in this company for a time. That's been there for a time. People are complaining, oh, Will Hobbs, I can't believe he's fighting for the title. What has he done? Who gives a fuck? who gives a flying monkeys what Will Hobbs has done? And they're going to complain, when Moxley defends it against Takeshita. But who gives a flying fuck? Because the defense is going to be better than the match he had with fucking Renneria. Who gives a flying monkeys? All of you lot are fucking wankers. I'm fucking had enough. I had no Vim, but I've got Vim for you lot. Nah, I had Vim, I don't have Vim, but I've got Vim for you lot. Because you lot are fucking crybabies. You lot are fucking crybabies.
Please.
Bloody crybabies. And I'll be real. I'm going to... You see your tears?
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
I'm drinking Western New Japan fans' tears. Because you guys fucking deserve it. Because you guys have ran this company amok too long. For far too long. I've had a fuck enough. I've had a fuck enough. And you know what? The belt is part of the elite, the elite, shit. Anyways, next match we had was Jeff Cobb versus Lance Archer. Hey.
I didn't actually catch that match properly, you know.
Go and watch this match.
Was it good?
I love both of them as well.
This match was, and like Lance Archer, he wasn't his Murder Hawk character. He went back to like New Japan, American Psycho character. So he took out the braids, had his hair out. This match was levels.
I wonder what Jeff Cobb has to do to get to like that next level.
I was gonna ask this question.
Not in terms of like in ring, because obviously he's got it, but just like in terms of like him being believable, like winning championships. What does he have to do?
He needs to go back to Los Angeles, go back to a temple, and then come back as Quit. Matanza Cueto, fam. Come back as Matanza Cueto, fam. And defeat John Moxley for that. Nah, do it is. I think. What do I say about Jeff Cobb? I think Jeff Cobb has all the necessary tools to be that. I just think 100%. That he just has to wait his turn. I think I don't know. I feel like people will say that New Japan isn't like a promo company, but I still feel like you need to still be a captivating speaker in order. Least, I feel like you still need to be a captivating speaker. I think once Jeff Cobb gets to that level where he's able to kind of like captivate with his words, like whether it be in promos, whether it be in vignettes, then I feel like, okay, cool.
The thing is, even though you say like, with you saying that, we look at guys like Jay White, he was able to captivate audiences with his promos as well. So you're probably right. That's probably exactly what Jeff Cobb is missing.
I feel like he just needs to be able to like, because performance-wise, I feel like Jeff Cobb always delivers.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe he just needs to have maybe a few more world title shots in the future, so then he can cement himself as someone who's a true contender. But then sometimes I feel like with certain wrestlers, it's like once they have that like heartfelt promo, after their match. It's like, okay, I'm invested in you. I need to see you as world champion. Because there's a lot of good wrestlers in New Japan where I look at them, I'm like, you've not really done enough for me. I don't have that emotional connection to you to feel like I want to see you as world champion. Maybe as a global heavyweight champion, or I don't know, never openweight champion. But someone like a Gabe, the minute Gabe wins a title, I'm going to cry.
Yeah.
Not because that's my boy, but literally because, bro, we've seen his journey and even the promos he cuts. And I know the promo he's going to cut here, if he wins that world title, bro.
He might even get fired.
Bro,
the promo alone is going to be so scary, bro. He's going to send for everyone.
It's going to be mental, man.
As he should.
Absolutely mental. And the next match we had was Shingo Takagi versus Yuya Uemura for the Never Openweight Championship. I know I said earlier that I wanted Gabe to win. Actually, no, I'll get onto that later. But did you guys see this match? Ola, did you see this match?
And another one that I didn't really catch properly. I saw glimpses.
Yeah, I think the match kind of started off slow.
Yeah.
But the last 10 minutes.
Yeah,
that's
picked up.
Near fall.
Yeah.
It was an absolutely brilliant match. Absolutely brilliant match. Yuya, I think out of all the other prospects that he came up with in terms of like the Young Lions, I don't know, like I like Yuya a lot. I think he's got it, but at the same time, I'm still very much like, I'm not sure.
Probably just still needs a bit more time, man.
I'm not sure. But in ring wise, it's like he's got it.
Yeah.
You feel like he probably needs to identify his character a bit more, or find himself, or just keep developing.
That's what I believe. I think he still needs to develop more, but not in terms of his in-ring, more so his character.
Just finding himself.
Yeah, I still think like with Yuya, I don't think that's someone that they need to rush with. I feel like that's someone that they can definitely like take their time with.
How old is he?
I don't even know. He's 29.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 29. He's got a couple of years.
Yeah.
I don't think he's like a Shota or Yota Tsuji, where they've got like the next year or two to win the world title. Like with them, man, they have to strike whilst the iron is hot. Whereas in Yuya, the iron's not necessarily hot, so they can cool off. Like they can breathe with it. Yeah, it's like I think top to bottom, the card was definitely good.
Yeah,
definitely good.
It was a decent card, man. It was a good show.
Yeah. Even before we get to that, like I was saying, the vision with the Never Openweight title, I think they're gonna give that to Hanare. I think Hanare is gonna be the one to beat Shingo. They showed like a vignette of him prior to the Never Openweight title match.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And it was really, really good. It was really, really good. Hanare is someone that I've had some stocks in for a while. I feel like he's someone that he's got such a great in-ring style. He reminds me of like a smaller version of Samoa Joe.
That's big praise.
He reminds me of a smaller version of Samoa Joe in terms of like his speed, the use of power, his striking ability, his like intensity. He's Polynesian as well, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But Hanare, he's someone that I could like. If Gabe wasn't to win the Never Openweight title, Hanare is someone that I look at like, this is BMF. This is a bad motherfucker. Like, especially when they had that cage match where they were doing United Empire versus War Dogs. You kind of saw the back and forth between Hanare and Gabe Kidd.
CTE off,
fam. It was like the Spider-Man meme. It was literally Spider-Man pointing at each other. So yeah, I think Hanare should be the one to beat Shingo. Yeah. Gabe Kidd versus Eddie Kingston.
These are two guys that just forget that wrestling is scripted.
Yeah.
Didn't Eddie get? I saw something about Eddie getting injured in the match from a
Yeah.
suplex into the barricade.
Yeah. So Gabe.
Oh, did he actually get injured?
I don't know if this. I don't know if he got injured
Allegedly.
or if it's. Yeah. I mean, he got suplexed into a table and his legs hit those. So that's basically how he lost in it.
Yeah,
He couldn't get up at the. And Gabe literally just got up at maybe like 8 at the 8 count. That was a very, very brutal match.
And
No ropes.
Yeah, no ropes. Last man standing.
That's it. This isn't graps. This is scrapping. Straight scraps.
Yeah,
They used to put them two in the steel cage.
I don't want to see them wrestle anymore. I'm tired.
Fairs.
I'm done.
I don't think they need to.
I'm done. They've been feuding how many years now? It's done.
Nail.
Yeah,
That's it.
no, nothing. It's done. Let Gabe move on to beating up different people. Eddie Kingston has bigger fish to fry. Yeah, he got attacked after the match by the Young Bucks and
I saw that.
It's the first time the Young Bucks have been in Ring of Honor, New Japan in 5 years.
That is insane, man.
I was about to say Ring of Honor, but Tony Khan owns Ring of Honor. They still haven't been on Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is shot just before. It's just shot after AEW, and they haven't even turned up there. And they were Ring of Honor champions last year. Hey, if I speak on that company, they'll say I'm an evil person. And the main event, John Moxley versus Shota Umino for the IWGP World Championship. This match was fucking epic, man.
Oh, great! I'm gonna watch it.
This match was great.
Adding to my list.
This match was really, 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 really good. I love matches where it's kind of like not necessarily student versus teacher, but it's kind of like who can get the best of that person's number.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're seeing shades of Moxley in Umino.
Yeah.
And like even the vignette that they showed before of like some of the stuff that Moxley does in matches that Umino kind of like adopted, and it's like, damn, this nigga really is his son.
Yeah.
This is really his son. And even like the Lloyd would love the vignette. Even the vignette of like John Moxley first picking up Shota, and then the next time he picked him up, and then the last time they were together, Shota picked up John Moxley. It's like, damn, this is cinema, man.
Storytelling,
Absolute cinema. Yeah, this match was really, really, really good. Really, really good. I feel like even then they still left a lot on the table. I still have it in. I still believe that Shota is going to be the one to beat John Moxley.
Really?
I still believe he will be.
There's a story there. I'm not going to say no now.
Yeah, like so you're going to shave off your bid. So you're going to shave off your bid. So you're going to shave off your bid.
Huh?
We had a deal. We had a deal.
That's why after I watched this match, I was like, maybe I should start looking at ways to grow this beard back quickly because brother.
When that free count hits the mat, I know this guy's whole chest is gonna cave in.
Don't call me. Don't text me. don't.
On the skipping Basement Grooves 9.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to that one.
Why? Because you're big, fam. That's when
the streak is over.
That's even more reason to come. Debut the new beard, new you.
That's a new gimmick.
Yeah, man.
Cut off my hair like you, Yumura.
Yeah, fam. When you're lips and babes, none of the hair will go in their mouth. So, anyways, damn, you niggas are strict. You niggas is strict as fuck. But yeah, overall, Resurgence was a fun show. I'm intrigued to kind of see. I'm intrigued to kind of see what they continue to do with this New Japan Strong brand. I don't necessarily have faith in it. if I'm honest,
Yeah.
I don't think they do enough. I don't think they do enough to make it feel like it's should be a mainstay. And like a lot of the stories that they tell, it's either they're very reliant on Japanese wrestlers or
Mhm.
they're force feeding us Team Filthy stuff, which I'm fucking tired of. Like I love Tom Lawler. I want to see Tom Lawler at least be competing in Japan. I want to see West Coast Wrestling Crew competing in the World Tag League. Like I don't really want to be seeing like, and especially they've got a LA Dojo. They've got new like LA Dojo with new strong standings. Like bro, bring these people come to let these people come in. Do you know what I mean? Or even like they've got Stardom. Like let some of the Stardom not come on. Like I don't know. I don't know how to. Maybe we need to do an episode where we fix New Japan
New Japan
strong.
strong. Yeah.
How we would do it? Like, will it be a weekly show? Will it be a monthly show? Like,
Do you think there's room for a weekly show
for New Japan Strong?
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know how to present it. I mean, if they were to do maybe like if they were to have maybe like a format similar to like I don't know,
DPW.
even if they were to at least do it monthly, I feel like it would work better.
Yeah.
Rather than waiting for like special events every single 3 months.
Yeah.
Do you think as well, yeah, like because it's their like American Western promotion, do you feel like Western fans are just too accustomed to what we get like sports entertainment? And then when you're presented with something like this, where it's kind of like not too much story, a lot of wrestling. Obviously, we're all there for the wrestling, but do you know what I mean? Because the American fans are so locked into kind of like storytelling. You got TNA, you got WWE, AEW.
Yeah.
I don't think so, you know. I feel like because a lot of the people that would be going to a New Japan show would be the ones that would potentially be going to maybe like a PWG or going to like a Beyond or going to like, I feel like they're probably a lot of the fans that are like the best of both worlds, or they're maybe purists that just want to watch just like straight up wrestling. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's just dependent on maybe where they are. Like I feel like if you're paying for New Japan, you know what you're paying for. I don't think you're just paying for the sake of okay, cool, because it's a wrestling show. You're just gonna go for the vibes. You know
I hear that, but like in terms of like making the shows exciting, like you mentioned, like story can help do that. Do you know what I mean? Can make these shows feel a bit more. Because right now, like you said, everyone's kind of just got a bit of like, cool, it's there, we'll see where it goes, sort of thing. Like we're not really like invested in it. But maybe if there were more stories transferring over that were like really captivating and even linking through with AEW, which seems to be happening now, maybe it just make things a bit more interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they just need to be doing more shows, because even if you're just having, even just more shows will allow for more stories to naturally blossom. Because when they were doing their weekly shows, there was a lot of storylines that were being told. You know, like Clark Connors was having like an open challenge series. TJP had returned, and then they kind of formed like there was a storyline where it was like how TJP ended up joining United Empire. This is even before like when Will Ospreay came back and he was feuding with all of the LA Dojo lot. Like so stories naturally can be formed. But then because they had a format of it being like maybe like every week at that point, it was easy to do. But whereas now, because they're just focusing just on New Japan Strong events, where they're like just pay-per-views for New Japan talent to come in every few months, it is kind of hard. I feel like they just need to do a bit more, because naturally the only stories that have really been told as of the last few months with Strong have been Gabe and Eddie Kingston. Gabe and Eddie Kingston and Team Filthy.
Yeah.
And the Team Filthy story stinks, unfortunately. But
Fairs.
you know, and I like everybody that's involved. Like I like Fred Rosser, I like Rez Isaacs. I love everybody that's involved, but a spade is a spade, man. And you know, you can't put shit in in a packet and that says Jolly Ranchers and tell me that this is candy you can eat. I'm so sorry, I can still smell shit. You feel me?
I smell shit.
I mean, mama, I don't want to eat poison.
I don't want to eat poison.
You know what I mean? Forget it.
Fairs.
I mean, so yeah. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we ask for too much. Sometimes we ask for too much because obviously we don't know their schedule, we don't know what their plans are, but at the same time, sometimes as a fan, it's like you can kind of see the writing on the wall of like, yo, like just shine your eye and just do this. This is.
I mean, we've been saying it about Ring of Honor for years, bro.
Hey, fuck them niggas, man. All my niggas
we've been saying it for years, bro.
All my niggas hate Ring of Honor. Fuck them niggas, man. They're up, man. Now we definitely need to do how to fix Ring of Honor because they are toast.
Toast, bro.
Toast with butter and jam, fam. Let's quickly stick with New Japan. We're currently in tournament season for Best of Super Juniors. I feel like Japan has just been, like we said it a month or so, like, you know, the next few months is generally tournament season in Japan anyways. We've just had the Champions Carnival that was won by Kenta Miyahara. He beat Jun Saito in the finals, which is a really good match. I was skeptical about Jun Saito being in the final because I think he's toast. But he held his own, man. And one thing I like about Kenta Miyahara, like the emotion he invokes in his matches, he makes every match feel like a big fight feel. You say Ola?
He's in Best of Super Juniors.
No, I'm talking about All Japan's Champions Carnival. Yeah. And I know DDT had a tournament, Stardom had a tournament. Man, had a tournament. But we're gonna talk about the Best of Super Juniors. Jem, let us know how Best of Super Juniors has been so far.
It's been fun, man. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I've been enjoying it. This is like the first one I've really like locked into. And it's just fun. Like, that's the best way I can explain it. Everybody just seems to be able to just get their stuff off and just put on great matches. The standouts for me so far, we've had a Block B match that started off, which was Francesco Akira versus Dragon Dyer. That's how you say his name?
Oh, yeah, he's from Dragon Gate.
Yeah, that one was decent. That match was decent. There was like standout matches that I really wanted to focus on. So Ninja Mac versus Robbie Eagles.
That was the PWA title was on the line, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah. That was a Block B match.
Yeah, he's defending his belt in every single match that he's in.
Bro, Robbie, yeah. Underrated. He's actually so good. Like, this is like, again, for me, a lot of these guys, this is my first time really locking into what they're doing in the ring, innit? I knew Robbie was good, but I didn't know he was this good. Like, just everything looks so effortless. Everything looks so smooth. I can see why he got picked up by TMDK as well, like why he fits into, you know, the group in terms of like his charisma and his personality. Like, Robbie. Really, really good. But he did, Ninja Mac did end up winning against Robbie. Which I was quite shocked, but there's going to be a couple upsets in this one still. This match here, I'm going to skip a couple matches and I will read them out. So there was Hayata versus Bushi. Hayata won. Obviously went through Ninja. Yeah, Ninja Mac beat Robbie Eagles. Kosi Vegeta versus
Kosei is absolutely mental. He is
really good. He's really good. It wasn't like a match that I kind of like was like, oh my gosh, it was a great match, but yeah, I did enjoy it. This one here, I'm gonna skip one, but this one here, Blake Christian versus Clark Connors. Oh my days.
That sounds like it must have been fireworks.
You see, I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's happened, but you see this heel Blake Christian, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm invested.
Yeah.
Man came out in the HBK-esque tights with the boots. I was invested, and Clark Connors kind of playing the babyface role in. Listen, this match, go and watch it. It's not even like it was like an amazing match. It was more so just me watching Blake Christian. Blake Christian was moving.
Did he come out of the GCW World title?
Nah.
Okay.
Do you expect him to?
No,
I don't know if they have a working relationship or something like that. I don't know. New Japan and
I mean, the few New Japan guys have come up. You never know, man. Sometimes they just keep turning up with anything. You feel me?
it's true. It's true.
I'll come with a fake paper belt, fam, just for the sake of saying, yeah, man's a champion. I'm valid. You feel me?
Well, we'll go with the CWH belt.
that I lost.
Oh.
That I lost.
Blake Christian did end up winning. Very good match. Then we had. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher a lot of these names, so you lot just have to bear with me in it. Apologies. Taiji Ishimori versus Doki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that must have been a decent match.
Yeah, it was a decent match. Went 10 minutes. Ishimori won.
Of course.
I feel like this guy is going to be, two of these guys are going to be the MVPs of the tournament. We had Kevin Knight versus TJP. One of the smoothest matches I've watched in a very long time. Kevin Knight seems like he is going to be the guy that they put a small engine behind, but I've got him tipped to probably win the whole thing. Just from what I saw in this first match, I'm just like, bro, there's no way. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's so good. TJP is extremely criminally underrated.
Yeah.
I cannot believe, and you know what it is though, yeah. Obviously, not to put out there, but we started training and stuff. Yeah, do you know what it is? It was the holds that he was doing, and I remember you telling me about like, oh, you don't need to learn all. You know, what you heard from someone else about, you don't need to learn all the holds. You only need to learn a few. But he was only using a few holds, but the way he was transitioning and getting into them, just effortless, like so simple but so effective. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously, when you start training, you start to look at certain things. His footwork, his timing. TJP has it all, but fell short in this match, unfortunately. Kevin Knight got the win. He used that spike DDT that he does.
That DDT that he does is mental.
Mental, bro. Absolutely mental. I didn't know what he was going to do, and then I saw the DDT. I said, yeah, done. Ain't kicking out of that. Next match after that, which was really, really good as well, was Kushida versus Takahashi.
Yeah.
Listen, this one here. Nice to see Kushida. I don't really.
Takahashi won.
Huh?
Takahashi
no, he didn't. Kushida won.
Is it?
Yeah, Kushida won. Yeah, Kushida won, man. And then the main event of night one was Titan versus El Desperado, which was like a more of a lucha libre closing. And Titan won. I wasn't really too fond of that match. I think it's just because I was watching a lot of the similar styles, and then that was like a real big transition to lucha libre, which I appreciate and I love. But yeah, I think, I don't know what, Del, you might be able to speak on it, but I was like, what's this integration that New Japan seem to be doing with lucha libres and like a lot of the companies now? Like, it seems like they're trying to really embrace what lucha libre is, and you know, the companies out there as well. Like, is there some sort of working relationship happening?
Yeah, they've been working with CMLL for time.
Is it?
Yeah.
But it's like this, but like I feel like this
Mania for time. Like Titan was in he's part of LIJ. He should have won the Best of Super Juniors last year, but the company's run by fumblers, and even then, the person that won last year didn't even go and win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title.
Last year?
Master Wato.
In
an incredible finals match with Titan. I initially thought Matt Bailey was going to win last year. That was the person I wanted to see.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did say that.
That's the person I wanted to see win. But
his match with Leo Rush still rings in my head.
Yeah, but yeah.
And then
I need to tap in with the best of Super Juniors this year.
Nah, bro, it was good. And then night 2, I'll just run through it quickly. We had Blake Christian versus Kevin Knight. Them two just went off. They only had a short amount of time, but they went off. Blake Christian won.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Ninja Mac versus Akira. Ninja Mac won. Clark Connors defeated Hayata. Robbie Eagles defeated Driller Maloney.
Oh, so you see this match with what's it called? With Driller Maloney and Rob Eagles. The titles are on line for this match, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Not the first one.
You're not the first one. Robbie did hold the title, yeah.
Yeah.
Driller is cold, by the way.
Yeah,
I like him. I don't know if anyone watches him or is invested, but I feel like he's got gives me not in terms of the way he wrestles, but just look. He reminds of Finn Balor.
Yeah, he's got like a aura and feel to him.
Yeah. Then we had, is it Kanemaru? Kanemaru, that's it, versus TJP. One of the shortest matches so far of the whole tournament. That match went 2 minutes. Kanemaru won.
Who won? TJP.
Kanemaru. TJP's lost twice now. TJP looks like he's going through it. But I feel like he might do that thing where they bring that character Distin.
Oh, the Ashrang.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they're leading to.
Ashwagandha.
Then we had Ishimori defeat Daya. Titan defeated Bushi. Kushida defeated Sho, which was a really good match. That was my favorite match of the whole night 2.
Hey man, I keep telling these niggas, man, don't sleep on Sho. Sho's the man.
Yeah,
I'm a Shogun. I'm a Shogun.
This guy.
I'm a Shogun fam.
Then we had El Desperado versus Fuchita. Fuchita lost. And then the main event was Doki versus Takahashi. I think, yeah, Takahashi. And that match was long. That was a very good match as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. Although I didn't like the whole Lucha Libre, that match was good. I'd recommend watching that one as well. But yeah, I think both nights so far have proven to have shock results. I don't think there's like a clear winner. But obviously they seem to have the engine behind Blake Christian, who's got 2 wins right now. And then Kevin Knight just seems to be someone to look out for me personally. But we'll see what happens, man. Still got a long way to go.
Yeah, man.
Still got a long way to go. And then obviously DDT had their tournament as well. I've only watched night 1 of that. You lot didn't tell me about the weirdness in DDT. Nobody warned me.
Everybody knows that DDT is half comedy, half real wrestling.
Yeah, I knew it was half comedy, but the man was naked at the end of the match, bro.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. That's his gimmick.
Yeah,
he's been doing that for years.
Yeah, he needs to stop.
Brock out.
What's to change your gimmick?
He's been on
bro. It needs to stop. I couldn't believe what I was watching. However, what I will say is that main event of night 1, Chris Brooks versus Takeshi Masada. Can't say his name. It's actually on my list for one of my favorite matches of the year so far. It's not match of the year. It's not like gonna be match of the year, but it's on my list for one of the matches of the year. Really, really good. So yeah, check it out if you haven't.
Before we wrap it up, Jem spilled the beans about wrestling. How are you finding wrestling training? Like, you know, we've done it. We've completed a month. We've completed our beginners course.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Completed our first month of wrestling training. Jem, tell the people, you know, how it's been. The pitfalls and what you've enjoyed the most, what you haven't enjoyed.
First thing I will say is when you start training, that thought of me and Del spoke about it as well. That thought of a wrestler is shit kind of goes out your head.
Oh yeah,
because
I would never call a wrestler shit in my life.
it goes out your head.
Listen, like Lloyd said it as well. I don't have time to argue with people like who's a good worker,
Take a
who's a
bump.
good worker. Generally, like honestly,
Genuinely.
like I'm not one of them people where I feel like you have to like know how to rap to be able to critique a rapper. But I feel like if you've got some semblance of how to make a rap, you're more qualified to speak on rappers than non-rappers. Same with bumping and wrestling. Like, if you've not actually gone to the jungle and actually worked and seen how it is, then it's like, for me, there's not that many bad workers, if I'm being very honest. Like, I generally can't judge a lot of people. I might not enjoy their style, but to say someone's completely shit when they've been doing what we did in a month. Some people have been doing it for 10 years or more.
I have to have respect. And what I will say is now is like some are just gonna be it's going from this person's shit and it's more so this person's better technically than that person. They just a lot of it comes down to technique, which we've been learning. You know what I found out, bro? For me, it's not even the bumps that hurt. It's more just the way your body has to move to get into certain things. That's really taken a toll on my body personally. Obviously, we'll get used to it. We still got a long way to go. It's a journey. But yeah, I thought the bumping was going to be the real problem. I mean, yesterday I flew. but, but it's more so just...
Well, let me see if I can find the video clip.
Jem looked like he took a pounce from Monty Brown.
The thing is, I feel like in a normal match that would run, but because we were doing drills, you know, there's certain things you just have to do. Like, Del can probably talk about it from a basketball perspective. Like, if you're supposed to do like dribbles through a cone. We was gonna listen. Yeah, in a normal match I think that would run, but it's like in basketball, like if the coach was like, "Oh yeah, I need you to do through the cones," and then you started doing like you know, doing a madness, coach would be like, "Cool, but that's not the drill." You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm enjoying it. Can't lie. What about you?
Yeah, I think what it was, I think I just maybe had like prior reservations prior to doing it. Just maybe like, do I really want to do it? Like, is it worth it? Like, and especially because you hear a lot of stories about people injuring themselves and whatnot. Like, nobody has sent me out of my house to go and break my head and break my back. You know what I mean? But one thing I realized about wrestling is that you actually just have to put your all into it. Like, you actually have to be on the other side. You just have to allow fear. You can't allow fear to get in the way, because fear is what will help get you injured. So like, even just little things like just taking bumps, and like, you can't go into that with fear because you will hit your head on the mat. You bang your head. You bang your head and you'll get concussed. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of just like, of course, like for me, going into it, it was like, you know what, I want to be patient. I'm just going to take my time with it. I'm not going to rush. But then when you're around certain men that are good at stuff, that's the problem. There's too much testosterone. That's what it is. Because you're starting to deep here that a few of the men that are in the class all have, like, everyone has their own athletic background in it. It's either man's a power lifter or man's a dancer or man played sports or whatever. So when you're seeing certain men do certain stuff, in your head you're like, if he could do it, I can definitely do it.
Yeah.
That's literally and it's like, it's not everyone in the class, because generally when we speak about the whole class, everybody's just motivating each other. Everybody just wants everybody to do well. Like, everybody, like, it's literally like we're all, because we all look at it like we're all doing this together. Do you know what I mean? Whether someone wants to take it to the highest heights and go to the WWE or AEW or whatever, or someone just wanted to do it just for the sheer fact of, you know what, this has been a dream, so I just want to try it out.
Yeah.
All of us just know that, you know what, we're all in this together. And like we just want to be a testament of like how good the coaches are. So if one person doesn't do well, listen, dust yourself off and try again. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no harm in failure. You're allowed to fail. Like, bro, the side rolls were pamming me for time. Like from that video, you would never know that I struggled with side rolls. But it was literally, it's like, fuck it. If I'm gonna make a mistake, I might as well look good doing it. Do you know what I mean? And now, man, I think, bro, I'm delusional. Wrestling has made me delusional. I genuinely think I could do a 450.
I don't think it's impossible though.
I genuinely think I can do 450.
I think you can do it.
I genuinely
if Brock Lesnar can do a shooting star press, then bro, anything's possible.
And that's the problem, because everyone in the class will be gassing you as well.
I
can imagine.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's true. It's
bro,
true.
You'll be running ropes. A man will be like, right, have you done this before? Stop making my head big. Because if I now go on main event gears and I get my wrestling gear made, you'll say I'm a mad person. Or you'll be doing a bump.
No, it's true.
You'll be doing a bump and the bump looks so good. Or like, because obviously when you're taking a bump, they say attack the mat in it. So when you attack the mat and people are like, oh shit, that look proper good. Have you done this before? Jem is a culprit as well, because Jem will just be saying bare bullshit. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. But then Jem will go and show off in his own way. Like yesterday, what was we doing? I was telling the coach, like, there's a certain role that I want to learn how to do. Not that I want to learn, I want to do it. I think I can do it, but I haven't tried it. I was able to do it when I was younger. So Jem just came and said, I can do it. Man just done it. I said, this nigga's a show off. He even done it twice. I was like, this nigga's a show off.
Because he said do it again. I said, all right, cool. That done it again. But yeah, no.
Say, my wrists are hurting. I'll try again. I said, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it again.
But, I agree. And I think as well as that is the fact that everybody's provided a safe space for everybody to fail. I feel like in an environment like that, you need to have a safe space to fail so you can succeed. If everybody's then now being stuck up or, I'm better than the next person or whatever the case may be, everybody's under that pressure of just kind of like, I need to get it right. I need to be perfect. And then it's up. And the one thing that they've been telling us to do, like when we go for lockups and stuff, we're all tense thinking we have got to be like, and everyone's always like, no, you need to loosen up. Like, you need to relax, just be calm. It's like, you're in an environment where you can't succeed, it's just gonna be tense all the time. So the fact that we've created that environment, I genuinely love our class. Like I feel like it's so mixed in terms of ability, but at the time, everybody's willing to just get the other person over the finish line. Do you know what I mean? Like for example, Del yesterday was willing this young woman to lift him up and was just like, no, like you can lift me up, like you can do it. It's just technique. Like don't be afraid. Like, and she basically did it.
Yeah, she basically
done it. So, when you're in an environment like that, man, anything's possible.
Yeah.
This guy is giving me Samoa Joe vibes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see.
Del. King.
You should even wear the towel next episode around your neck.
I'm actually done. Yeah, now wrestle. Ola, I'm telling you.
Oh, you don't
do it.
You want Ola to do wrestling training?
Ola, the thing is,
Are you sure?
You see, the thing with wrestling training, yeah. It's like opening Pandora's box. Because now it's like even little things like man can be playing 2K. And then in my head I'm like, oh, that's why they do that. That's why they do that. And it's like even little drills that we'll be doing. And then like little drills that we will be doing in the beginning. Sometimes it's like Jem said that there's stuff you're doing like maybe like football training or basketball training. It's like, why the fuck am I doing this? It's not even practical. But then when you actually deep it, it's like, even if it's like something in football where it's like working on your footwork, and then something in game happens where, oh shit, I actually can apply this footwork and it benefits. So we're doing like these different footwork drills in like the beginning of the class to just help us warm up. But then when we're locking up and we're learning about like rest holds and like transitioning from like a waist lock into a headlock and a back, it's like, oh shit. There's even one sick one where we did where I think Jem had me in a headlock. No, I had Jem in a waist lock, and he's tried to turn to get me into a headlock, but I've now spun with him to get him back into the waist. Bro, it's fam. Technical wrestling, fam. I'm telling you.
Graps.
Technical wrestling, do you know what I mean? But
and like, you know what a lot of it is? It's mad, yeah, that it all comes down to just technique.
Yeah.
Like a lot of wrestling is just good technique. And that's why I would say I'll never call a wrestler terrible anymore. It's just like, oh, like they just not got their technique's not as high as the next person, do you know what I mean? But now, bro, I don't know if you have the same thing, but now when I watch matches, it's so difficult for me not to look for certain things that we've done or that we've like trained or like different floor work and how they get up. And even today, like even some moves where it doesn't require them to kind of like have one arm tangled or something. Like I'm looking to make sure, are they really like, yeah, they really slamming the mat. Like it's crazy set goes and all of this, bro. Ola, when you start, you'll fall in love, and that's it.
That's what I'm telling man. Like, even if it's, do you know what it is? I'm gonna chat to the coach here. I want because I didn't post a clip publicly, but I posted it on my my coach friends on Instagram, innit? So a few people are like, oh my god, like this looks mad fun. Like you're actually doing it. So I'm gonna maybe chat to the coach and maybe see if there's like if we can do like a workshop. A 2-hour workshop where it's literally cramming maybe 4 weeks worth of stuff in 2 hours, just for non-wrestling fans and non-people that have never done, that don't watch wrestling or don't really have an interest in wrestling, just for them to get a feel of what wrestling training is actually like.
Yeah, they
cram it in, I don't know, 2 hours, and then they showcase it at the end, just to kind of be like, okay, cool. So how did you find that? Has your opinion on wrestling changed? Because again, if you're not watching wrestling, you're just gonna say, yeah, wrestling is fake. Like, do you know what I mean? But once you're in it, because bro, I'll be real. They say that taking your first bump is hard, but then again, I think maybe the ring we're in isn't as hard. Like people say it's a soft ring in it compared to but the particular bumps is not like your body isn't meant to take bumps.
Of course not.
Like you're not voluntarily meant to just be slamming yourself on the floor.
Brother.
Do you know what I mean? But I promise you, like fam, some of the watching some people take their bumps the first time, about like, bro, remember one of the guys he took a bump and he was quiet for time. He was quiet for time. Everybody just looked at each other like he got up and like, am I still alive? Or like, bet. Like I promise you, there's certain people I want them to come and do this. So once they take their first bump here, you see once that wind leaves their body, you
know what? When you get hurt and you stay silent, that's when you know the pain. Del, are you all right?
You have to assess the pain levels.
Like it's
do you remember that the what was it? The sweep exercises that we did?
Brother, I nearly died. Bro, I nearly died. Genuinely.
Why? What happened?
So we have to do this exercise where there's gonna be 4 people in the corner, and then 1 person in the middle. So basically, they have to go and drop down for someone, and that person that they drop down for has to. I'm saying drop down because in 2K, when you do the leap over and then they do drop down, so they do a drop down, and the person that's in the corner that they've done drop down for has to roll over them, and then they have to now go and drop down for someone else.
Well, you know when you Irish whip somebody.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm with all the competitive niggas.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with the people that are top of the class. So everybody just wants to outshine everyone. I'm not deep, but I've got vertigo. God, big up Tyler. Tyler, I call him AI because that thing is a machine. Yeah,
Machine, bro.
Cool. So we're all doing it. Next thing you know, he's done it to me. I've rolled over. I've now done it to him. I'm thinking, okay, cool. We're done. He's come back to me. I've now gone rolled. Instead of me to go forward, I said, you know what? He's the closest person to me. I'll go back to him. We're now going back and forth. All I heard was Rain say, "Oh, they're going for it. They're going for it." I said, "Nope." I said, "We've done this maybe like 10, 15 times now. I can't do this anymore. I'm going to vomit. I have to go somewhere else." So I'm going to someone else now. That person has gone to Tyler. Tyler has not come back to me. I said, "No, I'm gone." I said, "No, guys, I'm gonna vomit. I feel sick." Bro, my head was spinning. As in, by the time I got to the other corner after I'd finished with Tyler, I shit you not, the ring was spinning. Let's say Jem was here. Let's say Jem was physically standing to the right of me, yeah? Why is Jem in front of me when I know he's standing right of me? Anafi's in front of me. Anafi's standing opposite me. Why is Anafi behind me? It doesn't make sense. That's when I realized some of these drills, yeah, I get it. You want to drill it into people to, do you know what I mean? Warm them up and get them used to it. Omar, I'm not going to be rolling like this in a match. I said, as in, after I went to the restroom now, I've said to these, like, yeah, I need to go to the toilet. I feel sick.
I'm crying.
It wasn't like a vomit. Like I don't vomit, so it wasn't like I needed to vomit. Yeah. My head was just, I need to splash water on my head. I looked in the mirror now, yeah. I said, this ain't worth it. I can't lie. I said, yeah, I can't lie to you. This ain't worth it, man. If this is what wrestling is, I'm good. Like, I've bowed out. Like, because I know Kenny Omega has said time and time again, there are certain times he's in matches, the whole ring is vibrating. I said, if this is someone that can wrestle 40 minutes with this, yeah. I said, I'm not built for this. I'm not built for this.
That one was rough. Even me, I tried to play it off. My head was spinning.
Bro, my head was
going like this.
Done. Like by the time I got to the corner, I actually couldn't stand up. I was just in the corner, idle. Like, and I've said to Cairo, like, Cairo, I feel sick, bro. Like, you're right. And I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm vomit. Next thing you know, all I heard was, I look on the floor, Tyler's there. I said, no. I'm not playing with you niggas no more.
I said, I don't want to play no more. I don't want to play.
I'm not involved. You guys. I said, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And yeah,
no, that one was funny. Oh man.
And then 30 minutes later, I nearly blew my knee out, fam.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, you
nearly
did.
blew my knee out, fam. Like we was doing back elbow bumps, innit?
Yeah.
So I've now I wasn't with Jem. I was with one other taking the back elbow. The way he's done his elbow's a bit low. He hasn't done it like high. He's done it quite low. So I'm there trying to catch it. So as I'm like trying to take the bump, I've hit my knee on the crash mat. I've hit my leg on the crash mat. I've kicked the crash mat. So I've basically moved the crash mat. But because I've kicked it and I'm flying, it feels like I've overextended my knee. Oh, but apparently the bump looked good, so I can't complain.
I did.
But then it's like when I took, but yeah, I flew. But then there's one of them I was just like, yeah. Even yesterday when I was taking the back elbow from Jem, I had to fly on the side. I fell on my side. But
it was my fault because I went too close to him. And
it's not like I injured myself for anything.
This big.
Yeah. It's not like I injured myself or anything. But obviously, like Jem said, with a drill, you have to do it a particular type of way. Do you know what I mean? But literally, the way I like in the match, it would have looked sick. Because I was even selling it after that. Fuck. The coach like, you're good. I'm like, yeah, I'm just selling it. It's like, yeah, you should.
This is the one because sometimes you really be hurt, but it's just like, yeah, I'll just sell it, man. Just do it.
No, I was actually fine. Like generally, I don't think I've actually injured myself like there off rip. I've had like times where it's like, okay, cool. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. and then the next day. So like my knee, the next day, I couldn't walk. My
Is
knee
it?
was collapsed. I couldn't walk properly.
Fairs. Yeah, that was me on Sunday when they did the what's that move called? The
Ishiroshi.
Oh, Ishigoroshi.
The first one was calm. That was perfect because I literally just skimmed his knee, and then you kind of roll, and you just The second one, this part of my neck here landed right on his kneecap, and then it was one of them landings where it was like doof, doof. And I'm here like this, and the coach was like, "You're right." I'm just like, "Yeah, man, I'm just doing my selling thing." No. No. The pain. I felt like it was like a shooting pain, and I said, "Nah." The same thing that happened to Del. I said, "Nah, if this is wrestling, it's like I'm either gonna have to go gym or that move I ain't taking." But there was certain things that the coach was saying, like that there will be moves that you recommend, like when you're going through matches with somebody, and they'll probably just be like, "No, I'm not doing that because I don't like certain locks." Like there was a suplex that we were learning, and it's like there's no way you can post on somebody to get over. Like you literally just requires timing and a lift. And he was like,
like German suplex, or was that the Northern Lights?
It's like I don't even know what to call it, but it's like a hammerlock thing, and it's like you literally just lift the person over, and then when you land, you can go into like an arm bar, you can get their arm, and
okay.
And he was saying because there's no post, he was like a lot of people that you speak to know that move, but they just won't do it because there's nothing like, do you know what I mean? Like if they land mad, it's done.
Yeah.
So he's like, there will be moves that you come across where you speak to people backstage or whatever, and they'll just be like, "No, I'm not doing it. I haven't trained it," or "It's not something I'm comfortable with," and you kind of just got to keep it moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're learning, man.
Where?
Month 2, pending.
Ola, defo, man. The next intake is in June, so
Tyson Ola soon come, man.
You'll be there.
I feel like everyone should just try it, like just for the sake of saying, you know what, I tried it. It was fun. Like you don't necessarily have to look at it as a means of like, I want to make a career into it, but at the same time, it's like
I know myself.
I've trained, like I've done it. I can do it. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I know myself. You know me. Jem knows me. Once that 4 weeks is done, the gear on 2K is getting made.
That's on 2K.
The CWH belts are getting made.
No, but the thing is, you have to also remember as well, like, bro, there's still bare stuff that we haven't actually like done.
Yeah.
Like we haven't done like front-facing bumps.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if I'll be able to bump on my like forward.
Yeah.
Bumping on my back, calm. I don't even know if I can take a German suplex. I don't even know
That's
yet.
the one that's gonna scare me,
Do you know what I mean?
Because you're meant to land in a certain area, but we see many people land here.
Yeah, do you know
right
what I mean?
there.
Jem's gonna land on his front.
Who?
Jem is going to go flying. He is landing on his front.
That was doing my job, and I'm not doing. Yeah, I can't lie, because that move there. You know what is that move there is so peak, and if it goes wrong,
oh, it's a wrap. Yeah.
they'll just all you know, bro. All you have to do is just don't even go backwards. Just go like this. I'll flip, and I'll land on my stomach somehow.
Yeah, man. Once I learned how to do like a proper boon salt and 450 raps, honestly, like generally, once like because I feel like I really have an idea of my moveset in it. Like I feel like my moveset's pretty simple. It's pretty much everything that I do in the game. Because everything I already done for my character, so I already know that I can do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But once I add that 450, nobody should call my phone. It's all right. Nobody should call my phone. It's a fucking raps. Absolute rap. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's fun, man. Like for me, I just can't wait to get to a point where we're actually like putting matches together and it's allowing you to kind of like allowing your character to shine through and just adding that like little bit of Maggie of like the kind of stuff that you'd want to do in a match and stuff like that. Like even down to like whether it's like a lock up and transitioning into different sequences and like, you know what I mean?
We kind of had a taste of that on Monday, like just the first, few minutes of a match.
Yeah,
on Monday. That was
that was lit.
and it's like trying to, bro. This is why I can't call a wrestler dead. Do you know how much information you have to remember? And obviously, every coach teaches their students different terms.
Differently, yeah.
So you got to be able to communicate that with somebody else that's learned from another school, and you got to be able to communicate that with someone that's Mexican, Japanese, Italian, and it's like, bro, to do that is mad. And sometimes in a lot of cases, as we know, some matches are called on the fly. Some matches are literally called a couple minutes before the show. Some people have maybe an hour or so to prepare a match. But if you got to go in there and have one of them matches where you're calling it on the fly and, someone's from a different country, bro, my respect has gone through the roof for these people because they make it look effortless. You feel like you're watching something that's just choreographed in a way. Do you know what I mean? That makes sense. But yeah, man.
That's it, man. But yeah, guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in to Indy Takers as per. Yeah, we're gonna get back into the consistency bag in terms of getting the episodes out. Hopefully, we can do another live stream in a couple of weeks. The last live stream we did pretty well. People fucked with it. W's in the chat and all that good shit. But do you guys have any match recommendations that you guys want to leave people with?
Yeah, the one I saw today.
Nita versus, is it Hayabusa?
It's your match, bro.
Nita versus Hayabusa. I think it's
What, FMW?
Is it a barbed wire?
FMW.
Yeah. Hold on.
Shout out to 2K for adding barbed wire bats into the game.
Yeah, big up 2K. 2K. Even added light bulb tubes,
and a door.
The forbidden one.
FMW 6th anniversary. I think I'm starting to like death matches. I might have a problem.
Oh, chill out, man.
I might have a problem.
Yeah.
So we on.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, my match is going to be one I watched recently, Blake Christian versus Kevin Knight. Definitely go check that out if you have not been watching the Best of Super Juniors, and just watch the whole tournament so far. It's been really good overall.
The match I'm going to recommend. It's actually a recent match. Happened last month. It was Mayu Iwatani versus Sari for the IWGP Women's Heavyweight, IWGP Women's title. It was at Stardom All-Star Grand Queendom. Very, 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 very good match. Very hard hitting. Yeah, man. If you're into Joshi wrestling and you haven't seen that, or if you want to start watching Joshi wrestling, I would suggest watching that match because it was an absolute barn burner. And
yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna love and leave you guys. I've been Delboy.
Ola. Truly last.
What?
What's wrong with this guy?
Okay, I'm gone, man.
If you only see 2 members next week, you know that. Peace.